Alrighty, this is Sci-Fi Dude 1 back with you again here at Six Flags Over Texas. Today my friend Mad Mike is going to be accompanying me to the park. Be sure to subscribe to his channel. He has a lot of great content.
I just posted a video, as a matter of fact, early this morning my time of the stuff I got from the Disney outlet store yesterday, so be sure to check that out.
Yeah. Well, we're going to be spending the day out here. It's a little overcast today, but it's going to be in the mid-60s. A spring breakout Sunday.
Watch out for the water.
The water. This whole week is going to be spring breakout time. A lot of school kids will be coming out here because they're out of school. And the park is going to be open 10 a.m. till 10 p.m. for this entire week. And so we're going to come out here, have some fun, use our dining passes, and get you some updates on the construction progress of Aquaman Power Wave, which is the new water coaster that's going in here at Six Flags Over Texas. They're making good progress with that, and we're going to get you some updates, and we'll see you as soon as we're back in the park. Alrighty, we're looking at the new park map. They got the new 2020 park maps out right now for spring break. You can see that it's a 2020 park map and guide, Six Flags Over Texas, and we can see that the Aquaman Power Wave ride is on the cover of the map. And we also see that the Aquaman is the long-haired version with the beard and the mustache. The version they were showing on the other posters was the shorter-haired version, so I guess they're going to change the theming on that. That's great.
All right, I'm here.
And if we open up the park map, this is what I'm doing right now.
Spring breakout. You see they got the inflatable rubber duck.
I'm going to open that up and get that to where you can see the map itself. And if we open that up and see the map itself, you can see all of the rides. There's the Aquaman Power Wave right there. That's on this map for the first time, and that's going to be a great ride. Everything else is pretty much the same thing. We don't know.
If you can see, it's got Aquaman on it.
There's Runaway Mountain, and we also noticed that I'm trying to see. Yeah, we also noticed one thing. I'm also noticing one thing, and right there, the Yosemite Sam ride. I'm not sure if that's still on the map or not. Is Yosemite Sam still on there, or is it?
I don't know. I haven't looked at the
map. It's not listed on the map. Yosemite Sam Gold River Adventure, which was right there, right next to the Chop 6. That is no longer listed on the park map. So we're still waiting to see what they're going to do with that. That is very curious. But anyway, that is a look at the new park map for this year. Can you hold that for me real quick?
All right, hold on, folks. I gotta hold it down.
Hold that map just for a second. Mike's gonna hold it. I'm gonna try and get a look at it real quick. That is the new park map for this year. I'm gonna take a photo of this and be back with you. We're having a look at the progress on Aquaman Power Wave. That's the first tower, and going back that way, you can see the second tower. That second tower is the one you're going to come down off of into the water, which is at that end also. We're going to step up here, see if we can get a good shot of this for you. We can see that they're working on the, they're working on what looks like the, get a little closer. It looks like they're working on those white things. Those white little things on the middle of the track are actually the launchers. Those are called linear sequential motors, or LSMs, linear sequential motors. Those are electromagnets that launch the car that sits on the track. They launch it using electromagnetism and launch it down the track at about 63 miles an hour all the way up to the top of that tower. And it launches, then it comes back this way and goes up to the top of this tower right here. And then it comes back down off of that tower. It comes back down off of that tower, goes back over the hill and back up that tower again at 63 miles per hour. Then when it gets up to the top of that tower the next time, it comes all the way down and hits the wave pool down there, or actually the splash pool down there at the bottom of that tower, and that's where you get the splash. You go back and forth a couple of times until you get up to 63 miles per hour up to the top of that far tower over there. Then you come down off that tower into the water, and that's where you get wet. And that hill right there is to give you an air time. That's what that is. It gets you up out of your seat for a bit. And those white things that they are hammering on right now and getting put into place right there, those little white things are linear sequential motors. That's what those are, LSMs. And they are working on those right now, and this ride is coming along nicely. They're saying they'll have it open in late May or early June sometime, maybe around Memorial Day is what they're aiming for, but some sources are saying it might not be until sometime in June, because they do have a lot of work to do on this. It's not an easy ride to install, but they are making good progress. And so we're going to keep you updated on this. Stay tuned. Here in front of a area that says "Pardon our progress," and what this is going to be, we are told by one of the park supervisors, is it's going to be the new location of the 3-point shootout, because they're building this new Aquaman Power Wave ride here, and that's going to take up most of the land in this area. That's where the old 3-point shootout used to be located. They can't put it there anymore. They won't have room. So they're moving it over here to this side of the walkway, and they're going to put it right up next to All-American Cafe there, which is right here located across from the Justice League ride also. And so that's where they're going to have the new 3-point shootout. That's what we have here, this area where they have the fences around to say "Pardon our progress." That's what that's going to be, in case you were wondering. We got that from one of the supervisors. It's going to be the new location of the 3-point shootout, which is a game here at Six Flags Over Texas, where if you shoot 3-pointers, you can win a prize. So that's interesting.
Have included PS4.
What we're seeing now is that they've got hand sanitizer stations around the park now. I don't know if this is anything to do with the coronavirus or what's going on right now. Of course, you know, if you've been watching the news, you already know the coronavirus scare is going on countrywide or nationwide, in fact worldwide, because it's affecting a lot of countries right now who have a lot of people that are coming down with the coronavirus. There's supposedly a cruise ship that is quarantined off the coast of California or off the coast of Los Angeles because of the coronavirus. They had a passenger die from the coronavirus on board the ship, so they had to quarantine that. And this hand sanitizer that you see here is probably the park's response to the coronavirus emergency that's going on right now in not only this country but a lot of other countries as well. That was a nice noise there. But that's what we're seeing now is hand sanitizer stations all around the park itself, which is actually a good idea to keep your hands sanitized, you know, in these trying times that we're living in right now. And we're looking back toward Aquaman there, and this is the Pandemonium ride, which is not yet open. They usually open this later on in the day. We have a fairly cold day today. It's in the 50s. It's supposed to be in the mid-60s by the time it warms up. And that's Mr. Freeze off in the distance there, but hopefully it'll get a little bit warmer for us, because it's right now it's very chilly out here. And we'll be back with you. Again, that's the hand sanitizer, which is good to see. Just coming off the Justice League ride, where I scored about 435, which is lower than my normal score. My high score on that is 635. We see Pandemonium's not running. We also see the far tower of Aquaman, and we also hear work going on the ride even as we speak. And we're going to be moseying in the direction of Gotham City, where we'll be eating pretty soon here. We're going to try out our mobile ordering app again, which is a lot of fun. I actually enjoy using the mobile ordering app because it's so much easier than using the kiosks in the restaurants themselves. Some restaurants have kiosks, some don't. But on the mobile app, you don't have to use that, and you also don't have to stand in line. And that's the great thing about the mobile ordering. And let's look over there and see if we can see what they're doing. Yeah, they're busy building the wave pool section. That's what they're doing now. Parts of the queue line have already been built over here in this section, and we see some work going on over there. Some equipment, some excavators, and so on being used, and that's coming along nicely. My friend Mad Mike is here with his Justice League hat, and we're going to head on down this way. We'll be back with you. We're in Runaway Mountain, where we're going to get on the ride here in just a minute. And we see that they put the trolls back in here under a tree for spring breakout. That's interesting. All right. Be back with you. Just coming off the Runaway Mountain, where they do have the Surfer Yeti back in there. It's good to see. And they've got the beach ball with the trolls and everything. That's awesome. They also got little bikinis on. I've noticed that. That's really cute. And it's good to see that they've got some theming on this ride for spring breakout. You hear the beach bird. You hear the little surfer girl. What's the group that sings that? Beach Boys. Oh yeah, that's the Beach Boys singing Little Surfer Girl. And they've got that playing in there while you ride, and you also see the Yeti with a surfboard and some nice lighting effects. So they've got some ideas they're going to do with that Yeti. I like that. Make this ride more entertaining, which is great since it's an indoor ride. I think they should do that. What did you think about that Yeti, Mike?
I like it, but he needs to move around.
Yeah, an animatronic Yeti would be better, but that's also a lot more expensive. So, but at least we got something.
Yeah. And
we're on our way out of the Runaway Mountain after having a great ride on the new Surfer Yeti Runaway Mountain here for spring breakout at Six Flags over in Texas. My friend Mike making his way down, and we're going to be getting our stuff and be getting back with you here. We'll be eating pretty soon. We're here in JBs Smokehouse, where they are, as you know, are building a new covered section out of the old, or a new indoor section out of the old outdoor section back here in the back, which is going to be great. It's going to have air conditioning in it. That way they'll be expanding their, what had been a small indoor section, but now it's going to be a big indoor section, and we see that back here. And we think that's going to be amazing. It may already be open to the public. We don't know if this is finished yet or not. It's got lights in it and everything. We see that here. Got the tables. We assume that these windows are going to have glass, and there's going to be some air conditioning in here as well once they get it all finished. But yeah, this is looking good. I like this. You can see the old indoor section there. The one they had, which is not very big, and it didn't have much room for very many people. So you had people, you know, waiting to get tables on the inside section where there was air conditioning.
And you had to reserve it.
And you had to reserve it, yeah. And there was two outdoor sections. The one in front is still there, and this one back here, which is now an indoor section, was converted here just recently into this indoor section, which is going to add to the dining experience here at JB's, because now you have more tables that are in here in the air conditioning, where you don't have to sit outside in the heat during the summertime, which is very hot here in Texas. So it's good to see this. It's really good to see this.
Done yet, because it still says please.
Yeah, it says please pardon our progress. So they're still working on this. We can see that they are not quite yet finished. There's still parts of this that have not been finished. And yeah, they're going to have glass, and they're going to have the air conditioning. It's going to be great to have another covered section. Hopefully they'll move in, and it won't be just benches. Hopefully they'll move in some new tables or booths or something. But we are looking forward to having this. This is going to be great. We're approaching Yosemite Sam's Gold River Adventure, or what was Yosemite Sam's Gold River Adventure. They no longer have the sign up on that. There is still a great deal of speculation as to what they're going to make out of this ride. It no longer appears on the ride map, as we pointed out earlier. It's no longer listed, so we're still waiting to see what they're going to make out of this ride, if it's going to be the same ride or something entirely different. They're working on it. Of course, as you know, the floods from a couple of years ago pretty much destroyed this ride, and they had to close it down for repairs, and we're hearing lots of different rumors. Possibility they might change the theming entirely. There was one rumor that they might go with a DC Comics theme of some sort. We don't know what that would be. Some rumors that it might just come back the way it was, but we don't think that's going to be the case. We think they're going to maybe change the ride in some way, shape, form, or fashion, because I don't think it would be worth it just to rebuild the same ride over again. They're saying that Sally Dark Rides, which is the company that built this ride to begin with, might be involved. So we're coming across this ride that is now closed, and we see a spring breakout sign. That's because this week is spring breakout. And as we come down this way, we see it's all boarded up, which it has been since the flood. There's not much going on. I'm going to try and get a peek real quick under here and see what's going on. See if I can get a shot up under there. Yeah, there's not much that you can see up under there. Just the usual stuff there, boarded up stuff. Yeah, that's not much to see up under there. They are not really working on this ride that much right now. They are busy building the new Aquaman ride and doing some other things around the park. So we're still speculating on as to what might become of Yosemite Sam's Gold River Adventure. And we will be bringing you regular updates, so just stay tuned and we'll keep you updated on this. In the meantime, we're going to turn our attention in this direction. We're going to see that this area here, which is a concrete area where they did have the tent for Art of Torture for Halloween. That's where they had this tent located, the Art of Torture haunted attraction for Halloween. They had it on this cement area here, this freshly concreted area. And now we see that that tent is completely gone. And we also see that there's a brand new wooden fence here sitting in the back of this cemented area. Behind that wooden fence, we believe, are the air conditioning units that we saw last week, but they've got that fenced off now, and there's also what looks like a power station back there as well. So we're waiting to see what they're going to do with this particular area here. Mike, any speculation as to what they might do here?
Well, there's been a lot of rumors.
Yeah.
So can't really tell until something actually does happen.
Yeah.
There's a very possibility that it could be a Diamond member lounge.
A lounge, yeah.
Or something.
Yeah.
Who knows? I mean, it all depends if they're going to put Art of Torture back here again for Fright Fest. Well, that was a good haunted house, by the way.
I don't. If they're going to do something else over here, there's no way they can put it back here because they won't have room.
Yeah.
They'll have to move that somewhere else. But in the meantime, we're gonna have to keep this updated because we do want to see what's going on. It's very interesting to see what's all of what's happening over here. They got air conditioning units back behind that fence, and that's got to be, if air conditioning units means there's going to be some kind of a building here. It wouldn't be a tent. So yeah, we got to keep this updated for all the viewers.
Yeah.
All righty, we're going to move off in this direction now, and we're going to be getting some to eat here pretty soon. Be back with you.
By the time we go over back to Gotham, it'll be time to eat.
There, very definitely. We can see right there that the Joker is finally back open for business. They were doing some off-season maintenance to the ride, but it is now up and running, which is good to see because that's one of the best rides out here at the park. We can also see Harley Quinn Spin Sanity running. That's good to see also. Right there. Let's head back over this direction. We see that the Riddler Revenge is running. That's the Zamperla Giant Discovery ride, swinging pendulum ride. That plus Catwoman Whip. So all the rides are up and running today. All the coasters. The only thing that we see that the Texas Sky Screamer is also up and running. There it is, right there. And we see that's up and running. Even on a windy day like today, but it's going to be awful cold up there today. It's in the 50s. And the old Derrick is not running. We can tell you that right now. There's Batman the Ride over here and Mr. Freeze over on that side of the fence. Haha, that's the Joker. And we see over there in the distance Aquaman Power Wave. That's the tower. That's both of the towers for Aquaman Power Wave there in the distance. And right in front of that we see the Catwoman Whip spinning. That's running today also. And we're now on our way to get our food, and we're going to be right back with you. Burden's sitting down. That's Mad Mike. He's sitting down to his dinner, or his lunch, I should say. Our lunch is going to be Ma Hunkle's, which is, in my case, it's going to be the habanero. The habanero mango chicken strip sandwich, which is awesome. I got some ranch sauce to go with that, with the French fries and everything.
Oh, I need to go get my drink.
And Mike needs to go get his drink. We are here in the Diamond and Diamond Elite Lounge, where they have a drink machine for us. This is an exclusive lounge, only accessible to Diamond and Diamond Elite members. It is not very big, but at least it's here, and we are certainly glad that they've added this to the park and all the other Six Flags parks as well, because it is something that if you're going to be a member paying your monthly fee, then you should have some extra privileges, and this is certainly one of them. Isn't that right, Mad Mike?
Yeah, this is one of the few privileges that you have as a Diamond and Diamond Elite member. And, you know, it's a little more expensive than the other memberships, but it is worth it.
Yep.
And one of those guys said he watches my videos. So.
Well, that's great. That's great. Be sure to subscribe to Mad Mike's YouTube channel. He does a lot of videos, and he's got a lot of content on there. And we'll be back with you. Alrighty, we're gonna get a good look at Aquaman Power Wave construction here from this angle. This is Tower 2, which has the curve section up there. That's the part that's the tower that your car comes down off of, going right into the splash pool, which is going to be right about there. Let's head down this direction real quick. And we see some equipment over here, some excavators over there. And we see that they're making good progress here. If I can get a better look at it, we see they're making good progress for the splash pool and all the work that's being done. They're expected to have this ready by either late May or maybe sometime in June. But they're making very good progress with this, as you can see there. And they still got some covering over parts of the track, but it's coming along very nicely. And they're putting down if you look closely, you can see that those white things on the track right there are linear synchronous motors, LSMs, which are the electromagnetic launchers that launch the car up and down the track. Those are powered launchers, and this is a launched ride. It launches up to about 63 miles per hour back and forth up and down each of these towers before coming back down off of that curve section up there all the way down here and all the way into that splash pool that's going to be right there. It's going to be a lot of fun to have this ride in the park, and we're certainly glad to be getting this here at Six Flags Over Texas. And stay tuned for further updates on the Aquaman Power Wave. Headed out of the park now. Today's a kind of a cold day, so we decided it's too cold to ride any of the roller coasters, but we did get you some good updates on some of the progress of some of the attractions out here, including Aquaman Power Wave. And we got you a good look around the park here to see some of the construction going on, including including construction on a new area over there that used to be the home of the Art of Torture haunted house attraction. That's been taken down. Now we see a wooden fence over there which is in front of the air conditioning unit, so we're interested to see what they're going to be doing over there. We also brought you an update on the progress of Yosemite Sam's Gold River Adventure, which is being refurbished right now. We still don't know what it's going to be when it's all said and done. We're still waiting to hear what's going to happen there, but we're going to keep you updated. And we got you a look around the park for spring breakout here. Nice decorations. And the progress of JBs Smokehouse, where they're building or turning the former outdoor section into an indoor section with air conditioning. That's going to be great. And we got you a look at the progress of Aquaman Power Wave. And we'll be coming back in the weeks ahead to get you further progress or further updates on all of these new attractions. And
hey, we gotta go over here.
Yeah, we gotta go turn in our flash passes. And yeah, we're going to be coming out here in the weeks ahead to get you more updates on all of these new features going in and this new construction that's going on out here. To keep you updated with the goings on at Six Flags Over Texas. And with that, we'll see you later. Back with you here at the entrance plaza to Six Flags Over Texas. We see that the spring breakout decorations are already up. There's a spring breakout sign up there on the carousel, and we see they got some large inflatable ducks out here in the entrance fountain out here. Looking good. We just got our flash passes, which is the Platinum All Season Flash Pass, which is on our membership. You can see that right there. It's $9.59. I like the fact that they've got the time on that. We're going to be riding some rides and eating and having a good time out here. We're going to get you some updates on Aquaman. Stay tuned.